We have new reaction tonight to the heartbreaking news of the death of a local church security guard, a retired military member, a father, and a husband. 61-year-old Daniel Bourne was killed late last night while on the job. It's left the Calvary Church community in mourning now. Today, police arrested a suspect, 35-year-old Mark Ward. They charged him with an open count of murder. They say he hit Bourne with his truck, dragged him to a nearby arroyo, and left him for dead. This happened in the Calvary Church parking lot last night on Osuna, police say. Investigators believe Bourne approached the truck that Ward was driving because it looked suspicious in his eyes. And when Bourne's supervisor found him in that arroyo, he had a head injury and was not breathing. Albuquerque police explain more of what they found and the evidence against Ward in a court filing, and there's plenty of time to get to all that in the days to come. Tonight, we do want to focus on how loved ones and members of the many communities Bourne was a part of are remembering him. It's been a somber evening, especially at Calvary Church. Spencer Schott was there for this evening's service to see how people are remembering him. And Spencer, I'd imagine this is an incredibly difficult time for everyone.
Yeah, Tommy, somber is the right word. The theme for this weekend's worship was supposed to be about generosity and celebration. But after what happened last night in the parking lot, the pastors decided to instead focus their services on this question: how can we find hope and healing during life's traumatic and painful moments? Hundreds gathered at Calvary Church Saturday evening, and after opening hymns,
I put my faith in Jesus.
Pastor Skip Isaac broke the tragic news to his congregation.
Once again, sorrow has touched our family, our church family. You may have heard the news, but last night, a dear brother in Christ, a member of our staff, Daniel Bourne, was killed out in the east far north section of our parking lot.
Daniel Bourne leaves behind a wife and 3 children. He was a longtime member and was very active in the church, going beyond worship and helping out as a security guard.
In a minute, you're going to hear a very special message on hope and healing during difficult times, but we thought it was appropriate to give you the news, but also to spend a few moments in prayer together.
A somber silence fell over the sanctuary as members of the congregation turned to each other for support and to lift up their prayers. But Calvary Church isn't the only community mourning. Bourne was also a veteran of the U.S. Coast Guard and a retired Bernalillo County Fire Department commander.
It's never easy from a department standpoint to lose a member. We call ourselves a fire family for a reason. So when we lose a brother or sister like this, even after they've retired, it's not always an easy thing.
Bourne started at BCFD back in 1988, and he worked his way up to commander before he retired. But loved ones say he never stopped serving.
Well, he dedicated his life to service, not only within the department in his time frame of serving with us, but even afterwards. He was a servant to any brother or sister that knew him in the department. He also served, he was a religious man and served within his church organizations, and he was even a member of Team Rubicon.
Now, Calvary Church will have crisis counselors at all of their locations in the coming days to help their church members grieve. And they have also set up a donation page to help out Bourne's family.
Yeah, supporting a family, definitely grieving right now. So, Spencer, after this service, you went to the suspect's house. You were able to speak with some neighbors who say that they were home when he was arrested today.
Yeah, that's right, Tommy. The suspect, Mark Ward, lives in a quiet neighborhood just off Alameda, but neighbors tell me this morning it was anything but quiet. Neighbors say around 7:30 this morning, a SWAT team arrived and surrounded Ward's house. They say police asked Ward to come outside for about 45 minutes before they broke in and arrested him. Needless to say, this was not how they expected to start their day.
They're great neighbors. We've never had a problem with them ever. I've been here for, like I said, 21 years. Great people.
Great people.
Last thing you expected to wake up to?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Far from.
Now, the Rosewalds also told me that shortly after the arrest, police came back to the house and impounded their blue Ford F-150 pickup truck, and that police say Ward was driving the night before. And Tommy, as you mentioned, police say they found a lot more evidence inside Ward's house as well.
A lot more evidence, a lot more, too, about the suspect that is revealed in court documents in his past, all things we can get to in the coming days. Spencer, thank you very much for all of that.